Hi again, everyone. Welcome back to Conversational English. I'm your teacher, Bruce Bagnall, and here we have the lovely assistant teacher,
Lori Hong.
Yeah. Today we have Unit 2 for you. We continue Unit 2 with Lesson 5. What was that all about? You'll see from today's dialogue who says that and why. What's really important is that Ed Hudson and David Pennington are still having an important international long-distance telephone call to discuss cooperation between their companies. The lesson is not only about, however, the telephone call, but the result or aftermath of the telephone call. We told you last week this is a seminal, a very, very important telephone call that determines all the other lessons in Book 2.
好，所以各位同学们，大家好，我们今天进入了 Unit 2里面的第二个 part， 就是 Lesson 5。那么在这一课里面呢，我们承接上一课呢，这个 Ed 这个公司呢，它接到了一个非常重要的国际电话。那么其实上一课呢，它是未完待续的。那么在这一课紧接着，除了把这个电话的内容呢，这个揭晓之外呢，它还会再持续的演了一些它引发的这个效果。所以呢，上一次我们有讲到的这个 seminal 这个字呢，就是这个衍生出后面一切的发展的那个关键啊，就是我们这样子用这个字可以来用。那么这一堂课里面的内容，我们就会知道它接下来要带出很多后续的发展了。
Okay, so we'd better take a look at and listen carefully to the first showing of our dialogue for today.
A better example. Let's say a company in mainland China wants to hire an interior design company like ours, but we don't have enough staff.
And you could use someone experienced on our staff if business is slow over here, and vice versa.
That's right. Or you may have certain materials or products already in Taipei that we don't have in Hong Kong. You could arrange for those materials to be flown over here. Am I making myself clear?
Crystal. But there are potential problems here, Mr. Pennington. It's obvious that we have to find a way to split profits for our efforts. This could become a nightmare for our accountants.
Yes, but consider this an exploratory discussion. I'd like to meet you in person at our office with another member of your staff this Friday, if possible. You could share with us what your company has, who your suppliers are, and some examples of what you've been doing.
I can arrange that. My wife happens to be Sublime Interiors Marketing and Media Supervisor. We could prepare a presentation for you, and I suppose you would do the same.
I'd be delighted to arrange that. Can I help out with any travel plans?
We have a travel agency we always use. We just stay one day, though, just Friday.
I'll let you make your plans and call you Thursday to see how things are coming along. I'm sure this is a project that will benefit us both.
I have the feeling this will be worth our while, too. Sorry, but I have to get ready now for Friday's trip. Talk with you Thursday.
Sure thing. And thank you for your time, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What was that all about?
An interior design company in Hong Kong wants to cooperate with us on projects. I feel this could be good. We wouldn't have to invest a lot of time and money to check it out. Betty, are our passports still valid? We haven't been abroad in a while.
Yes. Do you want me to make an appointment with our travel agent, Marjorie?
Yes, for Thursday morning. We need tickets to Hong Kong leaving early and returning late. Where's my briefcase?
It's in your office, Ed. Slow down. You are so nervous.
I can't help it. Lulu, I'll give you some figures from my files in my briefcase. Can you input them into a new file and print them out?
Of course. Are you going to have any further communication with Mr. Pennington before you leave?
Yes. He'll be calling again on Thursday.
If there's anything we can do for you guys, just ask.
I think we can really make a lot of progress if this case works out. Now, everybody, get back to work. Well, you can see how excited at least Ed and Betty are about this telephone call.
Only Ed and Betty.
Let's take a little break, and then we'll go to part 3, words and phrases.
我们休息一下吧。
Well, the break's up. Time to go to work. Part 3, words and phrases. International. International.
国际的
International problems require the cooperation of more than one nation to solve.
国际问题需要借由一个以上国家之间的合作才能解决。
Long distance. Long distance.
长途的
Long distance telephone calls used to be very expensive, but now they are much cheaper and easier to make.
长途电话曾经很昂贵，不过现在呢，变得既便宜又简单。
Hire. Hire.
聘用
Before Christmas, we usually hire 3 or 4 part-time workers to help us through the busy season.
在圣诞节前夕，我们通常会聘用3到4名的兼职人员来帮忙度过旺季。
Let me say something about the textbook and the screen that you just saw. Everyone makes mistakes when they are printing a book. And here's a good example of one. In your textbook for hire, this is page 45, I typed, before Christmas, we usually hire 3 of 4 part-time workers. Of course, it should be or. Now, we corrected that on the screen for you just now, so there's no problem with the TV editing. But the book, if you have the time, change the of to or. I always make that mistake while typing.
好，所以呢，这边呢，布鲁斯老师提醒大家，这不是印刷厂的错哦，因为这是布鲁斯老师在每次打 or 跟 of 的时候，他会很自然的把它颠倒了哦。所以这里呢，请同学把3或4名兼职人员的那个 3 of 4把它改成 3 or 4就好了。好。
Right. Okay, let's continue. Number 4. Slow. Slow.
淡季。
The management encouraged its factory workers to take their vacation time during the slow summer season.
管理阶层呢，鼓励工厂的员工在夏天淡季的时候排休。
Product. Product.
产品。
This store displays many thousands of products, both local and international, in its many departments.
这家店在它不同的部门里陈列了上千种本土和国际的产品。
Crystal. Crystal.
清楚。
The water was so crystal clear that you could easily see the bottom of the lake.
湖水是如此的清澈，以至于你能够非常清楚地看见湖底。
Obvious. Obvious.
明显的。
With her positive work attitude, intelligence, and sense of responsibility, it is obvious that we should elect Nancy to the board.
由于 Nancy 她的工作态度这么正面、聪明又有责任感，很明显的，我们应该要向董事会来提名南希。
A word here about this word, it is obvious that. Remember, it's 3 syllables. The first syllable, not the second, has the accent or stress. The same for the adverb, 加 ly 的时候. So, obvious, obviously.
OK， 所以这里补充的呢，就是我们刚刚讲到这个明显的 obvious 这个字，它的重音节放在第一个，就如同呢，像我们讲到副词 adverb 一样，它的重音节是放在第一个音节的。OK。
Yeah, many of my students mispronounce this particular adjective or adverb. I just want to remind you, it should be obvious how to say it by now.
So how would your student pronounce it wrong?
I don't like to repeat it wrong,
But you have to let the students know.
Okay, do not say
Okay.
obvious.
All right? 好。
It's obvious.
好，所以呢，因为布子老师教很多的这个台湾的学生，所以常常发错的会把这个重音放到第2音节了，同学们要小心。好，这个要放在第1音节。OK？
Right. Going ahead, number 8, split. Split.
分开。
Dad used his axe to split the wood into smaller pieces for the campfire.
爸爸用斧头把木头劈成小块的，来作为生火用。
Profit. Profit.
利润。
Since we both do half the work in this company, we should split our profits 50-50.
既然我们都替公司做了一半的事情，那我们就应该平分这个利润。
Nightmare. Nightmare.
噩梦。
The 20% decrease in tax revenues last year has been a nightmare for the mayor's budget planning.
去年税收减少了20%，可以说是市长编列预算的噩梦。
Accountant. Accountant.
会计。
As an accountant, Maxine is responsible for keeping records of revenues and expenditures for her company.
作为一名会计，美心负责公司的收入和支出记账。
Presentation. Presentation.
发表。
The computer company representative gave the office staff a presentation on their new software product.
电脑公司的代表为新的软体产品对公司员工来做了一次发表。
Project. Project.
计划。
The teacher asked the students to divide themselves into groups of 3 to prepare for the semester team science project.
老师要学生们各自分成3人一组，来替这个学期的自然课团体计划做准备。
Be worth one's while. Be worth one's while.
值得。
In today's international and global society, it is well worth your while to learn a second language.
在这个国际化也全球化的社会中，去学习第2外语是很值得的一件事。
Invest. Invest.
投资。
Mark regularly saved money from his salary and finally invested some of it in the stock market.
马克一直规律地将薪水存起来，最后终于将一部分拿到股市去投资。
Passport. Passport.
护照。
Always keep your passport and any other necessary travel documents safely with you while traveling.
在旅游的时候呢，记得一定要把护照和其他一些必须的文件呢，收在安全的地方。
Valid. Valid.
有效的。
Many countries issue passports that are valid for 10 years to their citizens.
很多的国家发给国人的护照有效期限都是10年。
Abroad. Abroad.
出国。
My brother went abroad to Turkey last year, found a job, and is now living and working there.
我弟弟去年去了土耳其，找到了工作，而且现在呢，生活跟工作都在那里。
A brief word about this word, abroad. Many of my students will confuse aboard with abroad. And sometimes you might think they're similar because abroad means overseas. Aboard an airplane, aboard a ship that goes overseas. But don't confuse them. Here we have abroad, not aboard.
是的，那么这个字同学要小心，可以把它写下来，因为 abroad 是出国哦或国外的，那但是呢 aboard 它指的呢是登机、登船、登什么啊这样子，或者我们有时候说，哎，你什么时候on board 也有这样的一个用法 ，on board 就是指说你开始工作，你这个正式的上班了。那这里的这个 board B-O-A-R-D 跟这个 abroad 是不一样的，所以同学要把它写下来哦。
Okay, let's go ahead. Next item. Briefcase. Briefcase.
公事包。
That beautiful Italian handcrafted black leather briefcase costs over 300 euros.
那个漂亮的意大利手工制皮质的黑色公事包，要价超过300欧元。
File. File.
档案。
My office desk has so many files lying in piles on it that I don't have anywhere to put my coffee mug.
我的办公桌上摆满了一堆堆的档案，都没地方放我的咖啡杯了。
Input. Input.
输入。
After you input data into a computer file, be sure to save and copy it.
当你把资料输入成电脑档案之后，记得要存档跟备份哦。
Communication. Communication.
联系。
There are many more means of communication today than there were only 20 years ago.
也不过才20年前，我们现今的联系方式就比当年多出了许多。
Progress. Progress.
进步。
Our university biology research group has made good enough progress recently with its gene therapy to apply for a patent.
我们大学里的生物研究团队最近在基因治疗方面要申请专利上有相当大的进展。
Time for a break.
Oh, definitely.
And we'll be right back with parts 4 and 5. For Lesson 5, Part 4, an extra serving, I can sum it up very, very briefly. Now, Ed and Betty are about to go overseas to meet Mr. Pennington in Hong Kong. Taipei to Hong Kong is very, very close. And yet, if you don't have a good plan before you travel, you'd be surprised how many wundi, how many problems you will run into. So in the workbook this week, please take a look at it, and you'll get some good advice on someone who's traveled all his long life to many different places, the do's and don'ts of traveling. I think you'll find it interesting and useful.
OK， 所以呢，我们本周的资讯补给站呢，Bruce 老师借由他自己多年飞来飞去的这个经验，所以呢，也跟大家分享了，除了我们要出国这个不管是观光或出差，你这个旅行呢，在规划旅行上面一些相关的英文之外呢，其实他也实际的提供了一些比较好的实用的经验，这个 do's 跟 don'ts 就是哪些要做，哪些要小心避免的这些经验谈给各位同学，所以同学非常有用，一定要把它学起来。
Okay, that's it for part 4. Read the workbook. And now we're ready for part 5 quiz. This week in part 5 quiz, we again have for you a true or false quiz or exercise. Now, in your textbook, you will see 5 questions as usual, and there will be a statement. There's a short blank, a short line, and you decide, is the statement true, write T, or false, write F. But if you think it's false, you've got a long line for you to rewrite the statement, this time to make it true.
好，所以我们今天的这个测验是是非题，我们赶快跟着 Bruce 老师来做一下。
Right. Let's take a look now at number 1. Domestic telephone calls are more expensive than international calls. This must be false. Of course, domestic telephone calls are cheaper than international calls.
好，所以呢，我们看到这个第一题呢，答案当然是错的。为什么？因为国内电话当然要比国外的这个国际的电话 cheaper， 就是呢更便宜。这是第一种我们可以改写的方法。
Of course, we can rewrite the sentence this way. Domestic telephone calls are less expensive than international calls.
那这里呢，第二种改法的话呢，其实同学把 more 改成 less， 其实也是一种方式，就是比较不那么昂贵哦。所以这个两种方法都可以。
And we have another way. International calls are more expensive than domestic calls.
对，当然呢，你也可以把它颠倒过来，那就正确了。因为呢，国际电话比国内电话来得贵，所以呢都是可以，这是很灵活的。
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember, there's always more than one way to write a sentence. Now let's look at number 2. The word profit refers to money coming into a company. Sorry, that's false. Because the answer should be, the word profit refers to the money a company earns.
所以呢，第二题它答案是错的，因为呢，这个 profit 这个字获利，它其实呢是这个公司它所赚到的钱，而不是呢实际上这个 money come into a company 进入这个公司的这个最后的净利。
Right. Now let's look at number 3. An accountant is someone who keeps records of a company's business transactions. Yay, it's true.
好，所以第三题呢是正确，也就是呢，这个所谓的会计，它是一个公司里头负责让公司所有生意上面往来进出账的记账的这个工作的人员，就是会计。
Number 4. If something is worth your while, it will be a waste of time. Wrong. This is false. It's the opposite that's true. It should be, if something is worth your while, it will be beneficial or profitable to you.
对，所以呢，第四题答案是错的。为什么？一个事情如果是值得你去做的，那它当然不会是 a waste of time， 就是浪费时间。相反的，它就应该是 beneficial 或者是 profitable to you， 就是指对你是有好处、有益处的。所以我们这题要答错。
Number 5. A valid passport is necessary to travel abroad. 废话, so it must be true.
OK， 所以这题是对的哦。一个有效的护照，当然是你出国旅行的必要的一个东西。
Right. Well, let's go right to the second viewing of our dialogue for today.
Yes, of course, Mr. Hudson. I'll give you a better example. Let's say a company in mainland China wants to hire an interior design company like ours, but we don't have enough staff.
And you could use someone experienced on our staff if business is slow over here, and vice versa.
That's right. Or you may have certain materials or products already in Taipei that we don't have in Hong Kong. You could arrange for those materials to be flown over here. Am I making myself clear?
Crystal. But there are potential problems here, Mr. Pennington. It's obvious that we have to find a way to split profits for our efforts. This could become a nightmare for our accountants.
Yes, but consider this an exploratory discussion. I'd like to meet you in person at our office with another member of your staff this Friday, if possible. You could share with us what your company has, who your suppliers are, and some examples of what you've been doing.
I can arrange that. My wife happens to be Sublime Interiors Marketing and Media Supervisor. We could prepare a presentation for you, and I suppose you would do the same.
I'd be delighted to arrange that. Can I help out with any travel plans?
We have a travel agency we always use. We just stay one day, though, just Friday.
I'll let you make your plans and call you Thursday to see how things are coming along. I'm sure this is a project that will benefit us both.
I have the feeling this will be worth our while, too. Sorry, but I have to get ready now for Friday's trip. Talk with you Thursday.
Sure thing. And thank you for your time, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What was that all about?
An interior design company in Hong Kong wants to cooperate with us on projects. I feel this could be good. We wouldn't have to invest a lot of time and money to check it out. Betty, are our passports still valid? We haven't been abroad in a while.
Yes. Do you want me to make an appointment with our travel agent, Marjorie?
Yes, for Thursday morning. We need tickets to Hong Kong leaving early and returning late. Where's my briefcase?
It's in your office, Ed. Slow down. You are so nervous.
I can't help it. Lulu, I'll give you some figures from my files in my briefcase. Can you input them into a new file and print them out?
Of course. Are you going to have any further communication with Mr. Pennington before you leave?
Yes. He'll be calling again on Thursday.
If there's anything we can do for you guys, just ask.
I think we can really make a lot of progress if this case works out. Now, everybody, get back to work. Well, that's it for today's programming. We have one more lesson next week in Unit 2, and I think you'll enjoy the dialogue. It's just the two of us being our usual crazy selves.
Yes.
All right, join us next week for sure. We'll be right here for you as usual. Till then, bye-bye.